General conditions of service for central government employees. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of officials. It should not be referred as guideline of government. In case of any variance in this training material, the government guideline, rules, laws shall prevail. General conditions of service. General condition means the rights and obligations between the government and the employee applicable to the provision of services under the terms of the order. Classification of services. The civil services of the Union are classified as Group A, Group B, Group C and Group D. Rule 10 to Rule 18 of Fundamental Rule 1922 lay down certain general conditions of service for a government servant. Fundamental Rule 10, it says, producing a medical certificate for government service from the prescribed authority in a prescribed form is must. Exception: not required for temporary service whose period not exceeding 3 months. Prescribed authority for issuing medical certificate for gazetted post, medical board consisting of at least 2 doctors. Non-gazetted post other than Group D, civil surgeon, district medical officer or a medical officer of equivalent status. Group D post, authorized medical attendant or government medical officer of the nearest dispensary or hospital possessing prescribed qualification. Prescribed authority for female candidates for gazetted post, medical board consisting of at least 2 doctors, one will be a woman. Non-gazetted post other than Group D, civil surgeon, district medical officer or a medical officer of equivalent status. Non-gazetted post other than Group D in Delhi, assistant surgeon grade 1 women under CHSS scheme. For Group D post, registered female medical practitioner possessing the prescribed medical qualification. Prescribed authority for physically handicapped persons for all posts. Medical board attached to the special employment exchanges for physically handicapped persons and vocational rehabilitation centers. No further medical examination is required for appointment of such candidates. Medical certificate. The medical authority may declare a candidate as fit, temporarily unfit or unfit. If medical authority declare candidate as temporarily unfit, then candidate shall be advised to take necessary treatment and the medical examination shall be conducted again after the period specified by the concerned medical authority. If declared unfit, brief reason for unfitness shall be communicated to the candidate. Candidate has a right to appeal within 1 month from the date of communication for re-examination. Re-examination fees for gazetted post ₹100 and for non-gazetted post ₹25. Medical certificate for pregnant women. Generally there are 2 types of post. Post which carry hazardous nature of duties, that is in police organization etc. and have elaborate training before appointment, or post which do not prescribe any elaborate training. So for the post which carry hazardous nature of duties, if pregnant over 12 weeks will not be appointed and shall be declared temporarily unfit, she will be appointed only after the confinement is over. Post shall however be kept reserved for the female candidate. Post in which no training is required. The candidate shall be appointed straightway on the job, even though she is found to be pregnant during medical examination. Medical examination is not required if the person has already been medically examined by the medical authority of the prescribed standard and if the person is already in the same line and is promoted. Medical certificate in case of urgent appointment. Exceptional cases. The appointment can be made without medical examination which shall be conducted immediately thereafter. Payment and allowances for 2 months are allowed. Approval of Finance Ministry and DOPTs must. FR 11. The government servant is at the disposal of the government for whole time, that is 24 hours, and he may be employed in any manner required by the proper authority. FR 12. Authority. 2 or more government servants cannot be appointed to the same permanent post at the same time. Post of government servant on lien cannot be filled. FR 13. A government servant holds the post unless his lien is suspended or withdrawn under the Rule 14 of FR. FR 14. Once the government servant has acquired lien on a post, the same shall not be terminated unless he acquires a lien on another post. He ceases to be a government servant by way of superannuation, voluntary or compulsory retirement, or dismissed or absorbed in an organization outside the government. FR 15. Cannot be transferred to lower post carrying less pay than the pay of the permanent post on which he holds a lien, except on account of inefficiency or misbehavior on his written request. FR 16. Subscription to Provident Fund etc. is compulsory. Provident Fund or fund created for family pension or other similar funds. FR 17. Pay and allowances. A government servant will begin to draw pay from the date of appointment. He ceases to draw them as soon as he ceases to discharge those duties. In case of absence without any authority, he shall not be entitled to any pay and allowances during such absence. FR 17A. Unauthorized absent. This period is treated as interruption or break in service. Participating or getting in any activity related to strike which had been declared illegal by the government. FR 18. Leave not to exceed 5 years. A government servant cannot be granted leave of any kind for a continuous period exceeding 5 years. The government, in exceptional circumstances, can allow relaxation. In this video, we had learned about general conditions of service. If you have any doubt or clarification, then you can contact through the mail shown on the screen. For other videos or rules and regulations, please visit the web address. Thank you.